Hey Fit Fam, thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube video. Now what I want to talk about today is something which I don't think actually gets brought up enough, and that is self-talk, particularly when it comes to your health and fitness. Now we all do this, we've all been guilty of it. You have that negative self-talk and you start sabotaging your own results. Now, I think this is such an important topic because your self-talk or your inner voice is one of the most important tools you can help drive and fuel your own motivation. It helps drive your energy, it helps drive basically the way you think, feel, and do things. So it's really important that you get this right. Being in the fitness industry for over 10 years, I see so many people doing this. They're going really well, they're doing a great job at the gym, they're getting results, but they may not be getting results as fast as they want to, or they may have set unrealistic expectations, or something is basically stopping them from really having that positive mentality around what they're doing. And I get it, it's tough, there's so much pressure on us. We live in a world of Instagram, magazines, fake filters, those kind of stuff, so I get it. It is quite a lot of pressure when it comes to health and fitness, and you think that everyone's got it sorted out. Well, guess what? The vast majority of people are still trying to figure it out as we go through it. And the thing is, everyone's trying to get healthy and fit. Everyone's trying to learn more. It's just about surrounding yourself with the right people, and that includes yourself, that gets you fired up for those things. Throughout this video, I also want to talk about some stats which I think may surprise you. If you're going to the gym and you're training, you're so far in front of the curve, you're so far in front of so many other people that you really should be giving yourself a massive pat on the back, and it's just those fine-tuning elements which you really need to kind of work on. Now, if you're watching this video and you have a few doubts, or you've got that inner voice happening right now, I'm here to basically try to eradicate that as much as I can and try to really flip it around, because it's probably one of the easiest things for you to change as well. It's all about putting things into perspective, and that's so important. Where do you sit? How are you looking? How are you actually progressing? Now, I want to shoot some stats at you, and these are going to surprise you because you may think very differently. When I first heard these, I was actually a little bit shocked by the numbers for this one. First fact is, the whole Australian population, under 30% of people have a gym membership. That means that if you have a gym membership, you are already so far in front of the rest of the pack, under 30% of Australians. Now, of those 30% of Australians, 27% of them go less than once a month. So a huge portion of them go less than once a month. Again, of those 30% of people, only 56% go twice or more a week. So not only if you have a gym membership are you so far in front of it, if you're going more than twice a week, you're already in front of a huge portion of the population just getting there. So you need to give yourself kudos just for making it to the gym, because you are in the minority just by getting there and just by moving your body and staying healthy and fit. So there's some pretty crazy stats just to put it in perspective in terms of where you sit with everything. But what I've seen with a lot of clients in this industry is that it's pretty typical, a lot of the things everyone goes through. Keep in mind that everyone goes through the same emotions at some point. Absolutely everyone, doesn't matter where you sit. What I want you to understand is it's all about perspective. So it's where you sit and what are you comparing it to. From being in the fitness industry for a number of years, I've seen a lot of trends, and what I see are the same things come over and over again. So it's very common when you break it down. The first thing is that people often compare themselves to others. This is probably one of the main reasons why it is quite challenging, because what you're comparing yourself to is what you see, and what you see is a world of Instagram, magazines, and all the rest of it. And the thing is that this is not the majority of people that go to the gym or the people that are training. Compare yourself to one person only, yourself. It sounds really easy to say that, but once you start doing that, you'll be amazed how much your mindset changes. Once you start seeing progressional results with yourself, everything then flips around. You then start killing it, your confidence starts going through the roof, you start to get a bit of momentum, and it's amazing what happens with that one. So do things like get body scans regularly, do check-ins with photos, you'll just be amazed at the results that you can see. The second thing that I see done quite often is people put unrealistic expectations on themselves. Now, I'm a huge believer and a huge fan that you are your own harshest critic, and I think this is a great trait. Now that you know you have that trait, start to really understand how you filter that energy into a really positive environment. So if you're a harsh critic, be hard on yourself, don't miss a session, but don't set yourself an unrealistic expectation where you can lose 10 kilograms in 5 weeks or something silly like that. I have seen people go through pretty amazing transformations, but I don't always recommend them, because you go through this vast change where you change your whole lifestyle and you get this amazing result, but then you plateau quite quickly. I prefer to see progressional changes over time time where you tweak things. One of the other things I recommend is also changing one thing at a time. To change your nutrition, your training, and your lifestyle all in one hit is a lot to take in. Try to just make little incremental changes, and then over time, all of a sudden, everything will be in a really good position. So just one thing at a time. The third thing I wanted to bring up is that don't let missed sessions get the best of you. Everyone misses sessions. Everyone has something that comes up where they might go bad on their diet or they might miss something. It's so normal. The difference is don't let that get to you. I see people all the time, they'll miss the gym and all of a sudden they've got this cyclical process happening in their head where they've missed that, then all of a sudden their diet goes out of place and all of a sudden everything's just falling off the track. It's not that bad. It's not that detrimental to miss a session or to go bad on one of your meals. The most important thing with this is that get back on track really quickly. One of the best examples of this is going on holiday. It's fine to go on holiday. It's fine to have a drink. It's fine to eat. When you come back, the best thing you can do is get straight back into routine with everything. The longer that you're off routine, then it's going to start having a bad impact on you. If you have a night out and you eat some pizza on the way home, you're not going to die. It's fine. Just get back on as soon as you can. Now, the fourth thing I want to bring up is that everyone is going through this. The top athletes are beating themselves up because they didn't hit a PB. The regular gym goer might be harsh on themselves because they missed a meal. It's all relative. By understanding that everyone's going through the same changes, you can really reflect on where you are within this journey and then really nail down how you can improve on yourself to make those positive changes. Now, there are a few ways that I recommend in order to overcome this or turn it into a positive. So my first recommendation is see everything as a challenge. It doesn't matter if you've gone backwards in your fitness journey or if you're just starting up or whatever it might be, see everything as a challenge rather than a negative. Now, what this does is it flips your mentality. If you've had a knockback, you've had an injury or something like that, it doesn't mean the game's over. All it means is that there's a roadblock in the way and you just got to figure out how to get around that one. So view everything as a challenge. The second one is that see everything from positive light. Every single scenario, you have two options that you can look at it. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond. So whatever happens to you, have a look at it and how can you respond to that one. As an example, someone might look at their body scans and realize that they didn't improve as much as they wanted to. One person may go, that sucks, I was trying to lose X amount of kilograms, I only got halfway there. The other person might go, well, I didn't quite get there, but hey, what I was doing worked, so maybe I can just replicate that, or I can increase the intensity of those workouts or my nutrition in order to continue the results going forward. Another way I'd recommend overcoming this is have a positive quote or some kind of mentality that you say over and over again in your head. A few of my favorites is hard work pays off. Get in there, get grinding, really work hard because it's going to pay off in the end. So just keep chipping away day to day. Another one of my favorites is work hard today to do tomorrow what I couldn't do yesterday. So this is a really cool one, which is all about you improving on yourself. If you work really hard today, put in the effort where others aren't willing to, and you're going to get the results tomorrow. It may not pay off quickly, but it's going to pay off over time. So if you just have these kind of quotes in your head, you need to pick something which resonates for you. It just reaffirms that self-talk. Another way to overcome it is just understand that everything is cyclical. Your mentality, your physical attributes, everything goes through cycles. No one's journey is a nice linear one. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have things which push you back. It's all about getting back on track as fast as you can, overcoming them, and really just keep plowing forward. So just understanding that everything is a process. It's like your day-to-day life. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. If you already accept that these happen, you're much more likely to overcome them when they do come.